Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to State of Crypto, one-stop source for all crypto-related news and technicals. I'm your host, Martin, and today we're going to be talking about the crypto stagnation. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome. If you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure to subscribe. You hit the like button, that bell, so you're notified when we go live. If you want to keep on chatting with us, once the stream is done, join us on the Discord. Link will be going out. There it is. Links are out. I'm going to post it here on the YouTube so y'all can, follow along with that. Before we start, Jeff, thank you very much for the awesome membership subscription. Legendary, man. That is awesome. Thank you very much for subbing. Let's see who's in the house. Philip, first one in. What's up? Jake, donating through Twitch. Thank you very much for that, man. I appreciate it. Legendary, Jake. That is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Ms. Pre-stream request, link to the dollar. Sure, man, we can put a link. I'll just queue it up here on the list, right? Link, there we go. Jason, thank you for being here, man. Can I talk about the fact that the prior bull run had a purchase Bitcoin, trade your Bitcoin to get altcoins, and that's why it's bull run. Bitcoin didn't have a blow off top. Yeah, I mean, it could be, right? It could be that Bitcoin doesn't have a blow off top. I don't think we're at the top yet. It could still have a blow off top, right? It's an interesting point though, Jason, right? I agree with you. It is different this time because alts, before you could not buy alts, you had to go through Bitcoin to buy alts, and this time you can buy alts directly. So yeah, it's different. I agree with you on that. Whether or not it has a blow off, I think there's ways to talk about that. Andrew, what's up? Thank you for being here. You want ADA? Sure. Let's put that on the list. Sakmar, what's up? Philip, Jason Kazoop, AMP token. I'm not sure what's AMP token. What do you need? What do you need with AMP token, Jason? Let me know. Hi, McCreen. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I had a great day, man. Laura Flowers, thank you for being here. You're in Asia. No one's buying here today. Why is no one buying there? Let us know. I'm intrigued. Get Ada there on that list. All right. So now that we got everything there, let's move over here to the stream screen where the magic happens, and let's figure out what's going on there, right? So someone's replying here. Hello, first. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Can you check AMP token? All right. Yeah, but Jason, all right, I get what you need now. Go with that. I think it should be going out. While the streams, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Right. If you like what we do, hit the like the bell and sub. Join us on Discord. What's going on here? Let's start with market cap, right? I was looking at Bitcoin on the 1 hour. You know, guys, I talked yesterday about the indecision, right? And I said, still wait, because we still don't know whether or not we're gonna keep on dropping or pumping yet. Let's go look at market cap. Yesterday we had another sort of indecision day. Red candle, not bearish engulfing, but red nonetheless, going down 3.20%, approximately $55 billion flowing out of the cryptosphere today. 0.84, approximately $13 billion flowing out of the cryptosphere. Sitting at $1.65 trillion. We're not out of the woods. Bullish divergence is still there. Could it still trigger? Yes. We have not really finished this island yet. So stuff that could happen before we actually get more money flowing in, right? We could come down here, find support and pump. That'll be an option. Another option is we can come down here, but fail to drop lower, right? Fail to drop lower than this low here, right? Still come here and pump, right? And still be running off this bullish divergence. All right, so those are two options there. And then the other option is that we do come down here. Damn, why am I using the lines? I want to do drawing tool. Here we go. The options that we do come down here, we come slightly lower, right? And then by then we create more bullish divergence, right? By going lower, less negative momentum, and higher on the RSI. And with that, we could be aiming for a bounce. There are chances for Bitcoin to go up. Those are the possibilities that, not Bitcoin, just market cap to go up. Those are the possibilities I'm seeing here. Yo, what's up? Long time for being here. So moving down a bit, that is fine. We might hit for this area again. Could try to rally. We have resistance overhead at $1.9 trillion. That's where the 20 moving average is at. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance at 43.13. Yesterday, Bitcoin gained dominance. Very little, 1.36, still below 20 today. Losing a little bit of dominance, 0.31%. Like I said, sitting on 43.13% market cap. Bitcoin at $38,190. Right, we had this bullish divergence just like with market cap. We were trying to rally. I'm gonna hide the Bollinger Bands here real quick. We're still below the Bollinger Bands, by the way. So I'm hiding volume. I want to hide the Bollinger Bands here. Bullish divergence, action to upside. We're heading up a bit, but we're struggling, right? We rejected 40,000. Now we're rejecting 40,023, and you know, even today we did go down yesterday. We held support where we said, right, 37,300. So we hit that area. Check. What's in store for us today? We're still in a range. There's still a chance we might come down to 37,393. And I would be saying about the same things could be happening here, right? We could be going a little bit lower, right? Maybe even here. And then try to bounce. And we still be higher than this previous high. And this bullish divergence could still be driving that. The other thing I could see happening is definitely coming a little bit lower, maybe hitting this area here at 33,000. We're going to be going from low to a lower low, negative momentum to less negative momentum. And with that, we should be looking for action to the upside. The only thing that gives me some kind of hope that we go for this one instead of the other one is that we're about to get across the MACD over the signal line. We have, and we know that sometimes we do come together and it's just like a fake out, right? They don't cross. Like, where'd that happen? I don't have one here nearby, but we know sometimes they just get together and it looks as though they're going to cross and then they diverge again. So we got to wait for that to develop a little bit more. We are sold at 36.17. There's nothing else that is bearish on the daily. So we just have this bullish divergence, and that's what we're trying to run with. It's just the daily takes a lot more time for things to develop, right? It's not as quick as the shorter time scales. Now, the 4-hour chart had bearish divergence on the 25th, right? 2 days ago. We talked about this yesterday. We did move down in that stagnation. We came down here. I think we were live on this candle, right? So we're live. We still had support at 37,000, and then we try to pump, reject at 40,000 again, and moving back down. So we're ranging right now. And we're starting to be within this range. We have this inverse head and shoulders on the 1 hour, which it's not playing. We know we're facing resistance. We're gonna talk about in a second. Low to high and negative, less negative, and low to high. We are right now neutral at 48.75 on the RSI. But right now we're stagnating a little bit. Laura says, I can't say for sure why Asia isn't trading today, but they're the more careful traders out of everyone. Could just be a Friday. Yeah, it could be. I mean, yeah, it could be that, right? We'll see. We'll see. Market's not really bullish, right? It's not screaming bullish. It's also not screaming bearish. Right now it's screaming, I don't know where I want to go. Craig, thanks for being here, man. We're neutral at 49.86. Let's go to that 1 hour. On the 1 hour chart, remember we had this. I drew this line. I say, yo, guys, check. This was yesterday, right? 26th. Breaking this line gets us on a short-term bull trend. And we did go bullish short-term. Remember, I said we could come here, maybe even go up here. Guess what? We did. Awesome. Isn't that great? You know, it played like we were expecting. And I said, this is going to be a longer-term resistance that we're going to break. And the only thing I'm not liking here on Bitcoin right now, and I'm going to show you this in a second. I'm going to go to a cleaner chart for me to be able to show you this a little bit better. It's this move. Right, that move like that. And then this is not going to be the prettiest from here, but you know, we could be looking at a sort of rising wedge. Depends on when you anchor from. You can anchor from down here or even up here, right? And still have this sort of like rising channel, a rising wedge sort. Depends on when you anchor from. That pattern usually brings exhaustion, right? And then we tend to break down from that. So I'm not liking the way the pattern is developing on the longer 1 hour candles on a larger time scale. But you know, short-term people could also say, yo, look at this, right? Head and shoulders. Potential head and shoulders, because we still have not broken that neckline. And that pattern would be going like this. But first I'm going to measure, and I'm going to say from here to here, it's a 1% difference. So I'm going to go to this chart and I'm going to draw it here, right? There's a lot of data here. I know that's usually why I don't want to draw on this chart too much lately, but here's where we have more severe support. So I'm going to draw this here and I'm going to say, yo, right? Check this potential head and shoulders. Confirmation line becomes, or neckline becomes here. And it just so happens that we're holding support of that neckline right now. So be careful. We're at that place where we're like starting to range sideways, right? We do have an inverse head and shoulders, right? That we're waiting for it to play out. This one I'm going to get rid of. This one is no longer playing out. We could be... All right. So the upside, right? The upside, because there is an upside. This goes here. And this becomes a complex head and shoulders, right? We have two shoulders, a head and two shoulders, and that is a real pattern. I'll show you guys this in a second because it plays a little bit differently. It is still played. It should be playing to the upside if we are to go bullish, but it plays a little bit different. Just give me one quick second. I'll show you here so you know what I'm talking about. Right, so we're doing a head and shoulders bottom complex, right? And the pattern tends to look like this here. I'm not gonna be able to zoom this a lot, right? But you're gonna see here, it says left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then you have your neckline, right? It is a real pattern. Again, here also, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You can have double heads. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right neckline with throwback. So again, there is data for this pattern to exist. So on a larger scale, right, I'm gonna go to this chart here. It looks a little bit different, right? This shoulder is much deeper than on the other chart, but on the other chart what I'm looking at is this move here, right? Like that, right? So this is a larger inverse head and shoulders. we're just failing to get that neckline. The neckline should be coming from up here for this, right? The pattern, the neckline would be like this. Right, that is the neckline for that complex head and shoulders, and we're failing to break it. Now, on the other hand, right, we are creating a regular head and shoulder or head and shoulder tops. And that would just be like this, right? And our neckline becomes this, right? So we could also say that we're within a triangle. We could break it away, but we have patterns. This will be a bullish pattern. This will be a bearish pattern that could play to both sides, right? Again, just be a little bit careful with this. My name's Seed. I'm not named Seed right now. Thanks for asking, man. Jeff Loomis, thank you for being here, man. Again, remember, right? Complex. I'm right here. Complex. There we go. This is what we're looking at here. Complex inverse head and shoulders. And then here we're looking at a regular head and shoulders, right? Someone subbed. This, thank you very much for the sub, dude. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Royal Gamers, what is up? Anyways, so again, complex head and shoulders, they both have moves. This one to the upside, this one to the downside. We gotta wait to see where we're gonna break. Right, we don't have that break. Measure moves for the pattern. There is a percentage move of the pattern, and then there's a measure move for the pattern. So I'm gonna go with the measure move right now. Depending on when we break, we should be aiming for about $49,000. And this one is a slightly smaller pattern. Depending on when we break, we could be aiming for around 34,000. Which, like I said yesterday, when we were talking about supports, there's really no reason why Bitcoin could not come down here again, right, to this area at 33,000 to find support. That we just need to break some, like, 37,000, 35,000, and so on. So yes, where do I think Bitcoin goes? A little bit bearish. I would say below 33K, we might be looking a little bit bearish. Over 30K, we're undecided, and then above 42, we could say we're starting to go maybe a little bit bullish. So that's what I'm looking at, right? Anyways, Andrew, you were hovering on 18 Monday. Interesting. Anyways, that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin, right? So we already talked to Bitcoin, went in depth a little bit more into other patterns. So for that, let's go to some Ethereum. Crypto Legend says Bitcoin's dropping to 27 to 28K next week. That would invalidate the parabolic advance, and that would really put Bitcoin at world of hurting. I'm really hoping that's not going to be the case. We're below 200 moving average, so we know on that aspect we're bearish. On a lot of the other indicators, we're not bearish yet. Ethereum on the daily. What do we have on the daily? Bearish divergence. We knew it didn't play out, so it just still come down because Bitcoin came down. We're bouncing. We're rejecting 2,789. Yesterday we broke that support. Nothing that is bullish. Neutral at 46.29. Let's go to that 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, we had that bullish divergence. Sorry, that strong bearish divergence for actual downside. We just stagnated, and as you can tell, we flirted with this line quite a bit. We just really have not been able to drop lower. That is okay. Low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high. Neutral at 51.98. Well, let's go to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, we're looking for this divergence, right? May 26th, look at that. So now we just go there, this tracks to there, and we have strong bullish divergence for action to the upside. We pumped on that, and that is fine. High, low, lower, high, lower, high, low, lower. There's nothing bearish. We're just probably going down because Bitcoin's going down a bit. There's also nothing bullish developing right now. Neutral at 45.36, and this comes with indecision, right? We're just moving sideways. We don't know if we want to pump or we want to drop. It's interesting. Interesting to see this on Ethereum. And again, we know this is a resistance because it kind of, held support and then became resistance here as well. So, we do know this is a very, very valid area. Let's keep rolling. Let's go to the Binance. Again, some of these coins are not really doing a lot. It comes with the territory of being on an undecided market. DOT is not on the list, man. We'll put DOT on the list. Anyways, guys, by the way, if you want me to check an asset, please follow OSG Fever's example and, add the Stagnation crypto and then the asset, and I will definitely queue stuff on the list, right? If you don't do that, I'm not sure if you're just, chatting, discussing with someone else. So when you do that, it just gets my attention, and I know you're requesting an asset to be analyzed. So you add the set of crypto in the asset name, and I will definitely put in the list, right? Binance, let's go on the daily. Hidden bullish, pumping that, holding support at a 50% retrace. We already talked about that. We're slightly here. We're between the 50% here and the 50% here, or this support here at 336.84. And we did manage to go back up, and then right now we're holding support there. Again, there's nothing else that is bearish. We just have this bullish divergence, and we're neutral at 40.78. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, there's stuff here, right, that we're looking at. This move against the RSI for that hidden divergence bearish, and this move here on the short term against the MACD for strong bearish divergence. For action to the downside, we have not moved down strong enough yet, but also there's nothing bullish right now. The last thing we have is divergence. We have this bullish divergence back here against the MACD and the RSI. We should be looking for action to the upside, which have not gotten it yet. I wonder if this might be from the 1 hour also. No, it's from the 4 hour. That's great. All right. Neutral at 52.70. Let's go to that 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, we had this bearish divergence, moved this down, created this hidden bullish yesterday, right? Up to here, 22 hours. So even as we were like getting ready to go off the air, guess what? Sideways motion, high to low and high to low. And on that, we are creating medium bearish divergence. And that's why we're moving down, right? The line came blue. Here we go. So, coming from a high point to a low point. High point to a low point. There we go. Now the question is, are we breaking any kind of support? And the support line would be this. Yes, we're kind of breaking it and we're rejecting it, right? This line I just drew is a support line. The trend support. And we just broke it. 2 hours ago, last candle failed to get above it. Right now, we're rejecting that same line. Look, I'm using that touch point, and somewhere around here, touch point, and we're hitting a rejection, almost spot on. We are neutral at 47. This could mean that we are going short-term bearish on Binance, and what might be looking for a movement down. We could be looking for a movement down. Let's go do Litecoin. Again, remember the coin list that we're doing is going out through there in the corner. If you want to know what coin we're on, just basically look at the side and you'll see what is coming up next. And if you already requested a coin, you'll see it queued up there. And if you don't see it queued up, then you can just ping me again and say, yo, dude, I requested this coin, and I'll put it there, man. Big control. Yeah, right. Let's keep rolling. Let's do Litecoin. I haven't been really looking at the news lately, guys, but can you tell me, is there more China FUD coming out? Are they going to ban Bitcoin again after they banned it like last week? What's their stance right now? Have they said anything yet? We're starting to get a rally. We are at $193, neutral at 40.81. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin is an excellent case as to why it needs to exist. When someone tries to ban it, it just basically proves its case. So do you short stocks? What do you use to short? No, I don't use stocks. I don't short stocks. I use Trade Zero for stocks. You cannot use it if you're in the US. Hey brothers, it's just me. Already I see some bearish divergence on Bitcoin. Dude, Jonathan, I can't remember right now. I got to go back to Bitcoin a bit. So I'll check it out in a second, right? Crackdown in Hong Kong still? Yeah, I heard that one. I didn't know Iran was banning Bitcoin mining. That's interesting. I hadn't read that one. I haven't really been doing a lot of news lately. 4 hour, right? Bearish divergence moving down, trying to rally, stagnating, moving sideways. Really not a lot happening here. Neutral at 51.96. Let's go to this 1 hour chart. High higher, high to low, and high to low. Right, finally some bearish divergence. Strong fraction downside. Last thing we had was a hidden bullish. We pumped. We went higher than the previous high, breaking this resistance, but really failing to rise a 5%. And that is the break-even failure rate for an inverse head and shoulders that we have here, right? And I can show you that also, right? How that works. Usually you got to pump 5% from the current value for the pattern to become valid after breaking that line. That's usually when you would expect to see the pattern really kick into gear and start performing. Here's a head and shoulders bottoms. It says, sorry, breaking failure rate is 3% for this one. Some of them are 5%, so I can't remember, but 3%. So you should want to see the pattern rally more than 3%, for it to start kicking in, and I don't think we have a 3% rally here. Around 3%, but it's just not kicking in, right? So yeah, more than 3%. So it's struggling, man. It is struggling. There we go. To kick in, right? Again, strong bearish divergence, action downside, starting to move down, a low to high, negative, less negative, and a low to a high, neutral at 48.08. And there is a here, like this is, I was looking at the break-even failure rate on a bull market. Bear market is 4%. So, you know, we are between that area. We're in undecided territory. So we're looking between 3 and 4%. More than 4%. We didn't get more than 4%. So it's failing. Iran sanctions are really costing them. Yeah, a lot of people are going to get wrecked because of all that stuff that's going on. But again, this should show power, right? It really shows you how much power Bitcoin has. Because even though they're trying to ban it in China, they're not going to be able to do it, man. People are still going to hold it. People are just going to hold it quietly and buy it quietly, and they're going to be bypassing the government. And it's just, there's no way around this. This is the you know, ultimate asset, I guess. Again, I'm not saying do anything, you know, that is not allowed by your governments, but I think a lot of people are going to be circumventing that ban to try to still hold some Bitcoin. Let's go to RSR. Oh yeah, definitely. They're not going to be left out. All right. They're saying they're going to ban crypto mining in China, right? And holding crypto and trading crypto. They have, like, you know where most of the hash power comes from? China. Are they going to really lose pole position just because? I doubt they're going to be losing pole position just because. I think that's just a big ruse. They're not going to let go of that, you know, advantage that they have. And oh, yeah, sure, man. Let's just back out of this coin and then let some other country come in and take, you know, biggest hash rate on crypto and owning and hashing most of the crypto out there. I think that's not the way it's going to roll. Low to high, negative plus negative, and low to high also. Nothing here that is bullish. Last thing we had was this bearishness, moving us down a bit. That is it for RSR. Really, it's not doing a lot. It's just moving sideways, 3.9. On the 4 hour, we had that bearish divergence, moving sideways on that. It's strong bearish. We should have gone down, and we did go down for a candle. Moving sideways more or less. And on the daily, again, I'm not expecting to see a lot, just rejecting very close to that 4.62%, 4.62 cent area. You wonder if they're going to be able to move their mining to North America? I don't think so. We might see other countries start adopting stuff. Like there was going to be like a mining farm for Bitcoin that was going to be set up in Texas, and it was from a Chinese mining company, but they were going to use renewable resources. So they're going to use solar to mine the Bitcoin. We're going to see how that's going to play out, right? Let's go and look at the vault. Or the DVT at 1.16. Awesome. It's pumped a little bit. Great. It's not doing that bad. 4.3. It did go to 5. Oh, interesting. It did get to 5.4. Let's get this here on the dark mode. And let's get the MACD and the RSI. I'm not really sure we're going to be seeing a lot here still. I really wish DVT was, you know, pumping, doing something with the market. Particularly right now that we're getting a lot of stagnation. Probably did pump a lot a while back. It's just right now struggling. Low to high, and we're coming from a high point to a low point. So again, on the 1 hour, we are creating bearish divergence strong right now. Against the RSI, not against the MACD, right? So potential action downside, we did move down a bit. Now we're stagnating around 4.3. Not too crazy. Let's go to that 4 hour chart. Low, lower, low, lower, low, lower. Nothing here that is bullish or bearish. Let's go here. High to low, high to low, and high to low. Nothing here that is bearish. Waiting for it to just trigger. Waiting for it to trigger. This project, it has a lot of potential, man, if it manages to kick into gear. Let's go recap Bitcoin. Someone said something about, bearish divergence, and we're going to go check. Daily is clear, bullish divergence, trying to move up. 4 hour, we have this thing from the 1 hour came over. There was some bearish divergence in the 4 hour, moving us down, and we're still stagnating within the channel. And on the 1 hour chart, was there bearish divergence? I doubt it. I don't think there was bearish divergence. Someone asked. Does Bitcoin have bearish divergence? High to low, and high to low. There's no bearish divergence. Last thing we had was this bullishness. Trying to rally. There is head and shoulders here, and then on a larger pattern, there's an inverse head and shoulders. We don't know which one's going to trigger, right? Again, indecision is head and shoulderception, right? We have a head and shoulders between the head and shoulders, but opposites. Fighting it out, trying to see who's going to rule supreme. Raul Moreira, high flag, time lap, 15p Ethereum. Interesting. I don't go to the 15 minute, so I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. I was going to, I'll stay away from very, very short times because they're not as reliable for trading. At least not for string trading and for pattern analysis. Let's get on that daily, man. Low to high, high to low, and high to low. Moving down, great, low, lower, negative, more negative, low, lower, still. Nothing here that is bullish. Pumping and rallying with the rest of crypto. Neutral at 42.47. Let's go to that 4 hour chart. You wish we could tag people with faster tags? Yeah. You think that's why Saylor and Musk were discussing that? Yeah, it could be an interesting point, right? Would not be disagreeing with that. I think what they're up to something. They're up to something. We just don't know what yet. Elon doing this and saying, yo, Bitcoin consumes a lot of energy, and getting a lot of people to go out and say, yo, Bitcoin's consuming a lot of energy. It has a play behind it. Like, he's going to come out and save the world, I guess. And a lot of people are probably talking about that. We might see Elon come and say, oh, guess what? I've saved the world. I come out with a hydrogen way to mine Bitcoin where we're just, whatever output of water from your molecules come out, it turns into energy and you can mine Bitcoin. Yeah, like some weird stuff like that, right? He's going to come up with a green way to mine Bitcoin. Here we're going slightly higher. All right. I'll tell you what I'm looking at in a second, because I know I'm talking about Elon and what his plans for world domination are. Neutral at 54.36. Again, strong bullish divergence. We're starting to rally, and on that rally, we are creating this strong bearish divergence for action to downside. And that's where we're starting to see that pressure on the price. And it goes in hand with what we've seen in a lot of the other projects, right? So even from here to here, we are creating hidden bearish divergence against the RSI. All right, so again, it's not the first time we see this. Brandy May, thank you for being here. Victor Miller, bad request, Litecoin. I already did Litecoin, I'll do it again. Jeff Loomis, how bad for the environment is his rockets. I know. That's the point I made on Twitter. If you go to Twitter, we did that. Let's do a Litecoin real quick as a recap for our buddy Victor Miller, who hasn't been here in a while. A lot of people don't like him. Daily. Again, there's really nothing on the daily, right? We're following Bitcoin, trying to rally. It's fine. Let's go to that 4 hour chart. Getting above 164. But we do have this bearish divergence that's going to put pressure on the price, make it go down. We are moving sideways still. We have this strong bullish divergence that could be aiming it for us to go to the upside. This is hidden bearish. Short term, we're not doing anything bearish, except for this hidden one. And this strong bullish could still make us go higher, right? So again, stagnation right now. Let's go to that 1 hour chart. Again, strong bearish divergence, action downside, came down, found support right around here at $190. And now we're trying to look for a bounce, but there's nothing bullish here. Last thing we had was back here. It was hidden bullish. That's it. We're just trying to hold support, right? We have a head and shoulders pattern that's not playing out. That's what we're looking at, basically, for Litecoin. Let's go to XLM. Yeah. We're all gamers. We cool if we made a heart rate on it. Yeah. I'm just trying to get home. Yeah. Yeah, I know. He wants to get back to Mars. Sometimes I think he might be ET, stuck in Earth. Stellar. We're looking for some hidden divergence. Obviously, it did play for a candle. We're looking for stagnation. We can even say that even though we've dropped and pumped, we're still moving more or less within the same area we're at. Find support at 618. Let me see if we go here. We're going to lose whatever divergence in the short term, but we could still come from down here, low to high, negative, more negative still. And still have that hidden divergence, right? Sorry, no. Low, lower, low, lower. That wouldn't happen here. No, it's low to high here. Yep. Low point to a high point. And yeah, hidden bullish. That's what we'll be having here on the daily. And still getting that small climb to happen. We're going like that. And then like this. Right, and actually the upside we got up a little bit to bring out that 20 moving average. We're really far from it still. We're trying to hold support at 618 here, or 0% retrace. I need to refib this. Let's get better fibs. We have a lot of fibs, so let's get rid of this here. Let's get rid of this here. Again, some of these charts I just really need to start purging. Have a lot of data in them. All right, we have larger fibs, so we can see where we're at. We're about that 382 and rejecting that 50%. So we're doing okay. Neutral 41.27. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Low, lower, negative, less negative. All right. Strong bullish divergence. Action to the upside. That's what we should be expecting. Are we getting that? Not very strong, right? Not the strongest move to the upside here on XLM. Sitting at 41 cents, right? High to low, low to high. Look at that, right? Hidden bearish divergence even. And that's part of the reason that we're stagnating here. Move down a little bit. Short term, strong bearish divergence. Again, the market's really not at its best right now. There's a lot of indecision out there. Strong bearish divergence action downside. We're really not breaking down. Moving sideways below the 20 right now. A lot of tightness on the Bollinger Bands. We're getting, could break either way. A lot of tightness on the Bollinger Bands, right? We know that when these explodes, we get a lot more volume coming in, and then we get wild moves. David Luna, thank you very much for being here. What's up? I have not been saying this, guys, but if you like what we do, hit the like button on the sub. We're short on likes. We only have 25 likes. Many of you guys are watching. If you really like the content, hit like. Let's keep rolling. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. High to low, and high to low. Low, lower, negative, less negative. All right, strong bullish divergence. Action to the upside, right? We're starting to get that rally happening. Even against the RSI. Again, action to the upside. We're starting to get that small move up. Where should we be going to? Well, we've hit the first area that would have been here at this line at 41.81. And we're trying to hold it. And if we do, we might be going for that 20 moving average at 42 cents. We'll see again. Stellar's not acting very strong. Someone said Atom on the list. So we're going to go check out Atom. The Atom. Seeing the hourly chart when going, do you like the hourly chart? We're doing 1 to 3 days short-term trades. Yes. Yes. Look at the hourly chart. You can look at the hourly and the 4 hour and the daily. What you're doing, what we're doing when we are, what? Give me 1 second. I can't find my Atom chart. What the hell? Yo, that's crazy. All right. For some reason, my Atom chart's not here. I can't remember which one we look at, so I'm gonna have to, hunt. So on the daily, does this one have data? Nope. All right, so it's not the Coinbase. I'll have to open a few of this and then start closing the ones that are not it, right? And we're gonna go up to there right now. This is the Atom chart we'll look at, all right. So this one is clear. Yep, clear. Is this one clear? Yep, clear. Clear, clear, and clear. Here we go. Right on. Bearish divergence, action downside, move down. That's it. Low, lower, negative, more negative, low, lower, still nothing here. Neutral at 40.57. So we're not really looking at anything here on Atom. We're sitting at $14.22. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, low, lower. We did still manage to come slightly lower, still ending from here to here and from here to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw that like this. Instead of just putting more lines into the chart, it's the same thing, right? It's strong bullish divergence from here to here and then from here to here. Trying to get that rally to the upside, but again, not with a lot of strength. High to low, low to high. What do we create immediately? Hidden divergence, right? Hidden bearish, just like we've seen through a couple of the other charts as well. Look at this, right? We are creating bearish divergence for action downside. Strong. We did go down. We're holding support at that 618. And I really hope we had that support. We are hitting support and the 20 moving average. And that's probably the only reason that we're holding here on the 4-hour. But really not looking the strongest, right? It's not really dropping, but it's also not really pumping. Neutral at 49.42. That's it. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. Sims support line for Bitcoin, 37K. Yeah, I would say 37. And then below that, we have something around 35K. And then below there, 33K. Right. OSU Fever says the tab must be hidden. Yeah. No, I did close a lot of tabs yesterday, by the way. Actually, OSU Fever knows how many tabs I have. I showed him the other day. For real, I had like 1,000 tabs open. I'm not sure. Like 300 tabs, I guess, would be a good estimate. Low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high, neutral at 44.96. Potential action to nowhere because we're undecided. And what I'm seeing here in Atom on the 1-hour is that we're consolidating into triangle, right? Some sort of triangle. If we're gonna ignore that and just go here shorter term, we can go from here to here. Say, yo, look at this triangle that we're making. It's symmetrical. Could be breaking up and down, right? Madison, yo, they were in here.
What's up?
We can recap XLM, that's fine. We just did it, so that is it for this Cosmos. Again, let's recap real quick. XLM here for Madison. XLM, we don't have anything here. We have this hidden divergence pumping a little bit. That's about it though, right? Rejecting the 50% retrace. That's where we're at. Yo, Madison, thank you very much for the kind donation.
Audience, say it with me.
Legendary. That is awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
On the 4-hour chart, we have this bullish divergence, right? That was hoping it was going to trump this hidden bearish. It didn't. Now we created that strong bearish, and we're moving down a little bit below a 20 moving average, which is not the strongest position to be in. But we're also just not heavily tanking. Tightness until the Bollinger Bands. We should be expecting a wild move. Hopefully not to the downside, but the last thing we have is this bearish divergence. That could mean that we want to go down. Neutral at 45.92. And let's go here on the 1-hour chart. And we have some strong bullish divergence here on the short term. And that is just helping us hit and kip that, 618 fib node. And maybe try to get us to pump a little bit. But we haven't really pumped yet. We haven't even hit that 20 moving average at 42.92 cents. So really gotta wait for XLM to do its thing. Gene Z, what's up?
What's up?
Let's go do the link. Crypto for you. How am I doing? I'm doing great. How you doing? Bearish divergence section now. So low, lower, negative, more, negative, and low, lower. Still neutral at 47.17. That's it. We don't have a lot here on link. Get very, very close to that 20 moving average. We didn't quite hit it. Again, we're just bouncing within some fips. Don't really matter. We're seeing the same thing that the rest of the markets have, right? Low, low, low to high, low to high. Hidden bearish divergence. Wouldn't be weird if we have some bullish here. Again, the stuff that we're seeing, it's happening across the market, right? It's not specific to one asset. And look at this, right? From here, I'll draw the divergence first, the bearish one, so you can see what I'm looking at. Strong bearish divergence, and then from here, that hidden bearish divergence, moving down on that. And then here in the short term, we did have some strong bullish divergence that helped us pump, but right now we have this bearishness, and that is the latest thing we have. So that's what we should be expecting to see the market do, right? A trend shift, and maybe a move down. We don't have this bullish divergence against the RSI, just against the MACD. Like I said, getting that rally right now, strong bearish divergence. Moving down a bit, we should be aiming for that 20 moving average at 29.96. We can see if that's going to be the case for a link. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Is it tea or whiskey? I'm not drinking right now. I'm on a keto diet, so no alcohol. I know some people said I could drink whiskey, but I really wish I was drinking whiskey. But I did say I have a weight goal, and I'm not going to drink any alcohol until I hit that weight goal. I'm not really far from it. I'm just 6 pounds away from it. So as soon as I hit it, I'm going to be able to drink some whiskey in the stream. Which is going to be interesting. Yeah. I lost like 20 pounds on that diet, so in about a month. So that was pretty crazy, man. Yeah, low to high, negative, more negative, hitting bullish divergence. Yeah, ain't it cool? Keto diet. I don't hate the diet. It's pretty good. I do get to eat a lot of meat, a lot of chicken, and a lot of stuff that I like to eat. Fish, you know. That's pretty good. You love keto with intermittent fasting? Yeah, it's how I'm doing it with intermittent fasting. You're joining me on the diet? Join me on the diet, man. It's good. It's been fun. I still got. I think I'm gonna go 3 more weeks, and I think by 3 more weeks I should be at my weight goal. And even if I'm not at my weight goal, I'm gonna start after that I'm gonna put like a day a week where I can do a cheat day, and then after just for 4 weeks, and after that just go full on keto again for 2 more weeks or something, just to throw my metabolism off and have it not just expect protein all the time. Throw some carbs in there, and then you'll be like, yo, what is this coming on? And then take it back down again, and it might just move, because if I'm not at my weight goal, that means I'm stagnating. And maybe shaking it off a little bit might get it to where I'm hit that and burst through that stagnation and start losing weight again. Let's see, fasting is where it's at for sure. Yeah. A lot of cheese. Right now, my cheese is a little bit limited to 150 grams. 3 days a week. But we'll see. Do I walk for exercise? Yeah. I walk for exercise. Neutral at 48.20. Let's go to ADA. ADA didn't have anything bearish, it just crashed. It was a late pump that we got. And then following Bitcoin right now sitting at 1.66, which is still pretty good considering that, we're looking at around like 10 plus cents at beginning of November, right? Even beginning of the year, we're looking around 32 cents. So it's still doing very, very well. Does a low and then a higher low on the RSI indicated bearish movement. It has to be matched with a high and lower high on the RSI. On the price. So I'll show you in a second if we find it. We're neutral at 50.87. I'm not seeing anything here on the daily. On the 4 hour, low, lower, negative, less negative, right? So this is strong bullish. See, they're basically opposites. You got to come low to a lower low on the price, and then you go a negative to less negative momentum. And on the RSI, you also want to see the same, right? Low to high. So here we don't have that bullish divergence on the RSI. It's just against the MACD. It is strong bullish. We're getting that action to the upside. But here, like we've been seeing across the market, we're going from a low point to a high point, right? So high on the price to a lower high. coming from a low point to a higher point, right? Creating hidden bearish divergence. This is hidden bearish divergence. Why is it hidden bearish divergence? That's the name it has. Right? It would be strong bearish divergence if this was going from a low to a high, and then you were coming from a high point here to a low point here, right? To a lower point, right? That would be strong. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That'd be strong bearish divergence. Did I get back that to where it should be at? That should be around there, so you guys get better chart. Yeah. So this is what we should be looking at, right? Anyways, get back to where it's at. This is bringing us this stagnation. We're hitting that 20. We're trying to hold. There's really nothing else that is bullish after this strong bullish, and we know that strong bullish divergence tends to win over hidden bearish. Let's see if that's going to be the case. We had hidden bearish to here, right? It would have been the move to here. Move down, hit that 20 and pumped. And we're still tracking to that bearishness because we're still coming higher, right? If we would have stayed here, and then this would have stayed here on that hidden divergence, and then we pumped, and this would have stayed lower on this last bit, we would have created strong bearish divergence. But that's not the case. We just have this hidden bearish divergence. And that usually brings stagnation or action downside. We're seeing that stagnation. And again, there's still a chance that this strong bullish could come into play and pump us a little bit more. So that's it for ADA here in the 4 hour. We are neutral at 51.18. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Pump it up. When you walk, do you farm XYO? I don't farm anything when I walk. I walk. I think all McDonald had a farm. Maybe if I'm walking with my kids. How did I learn TA? A lot of places. All right, so to answer that question, I was a trader. I was a junior trader for Glencore, physical commodities trading. And then I was a trader for market investments, doing also physical trading for assets like gold and silver and metals. It's a little bit different than this. Well, it's a bit different than this. And also, reading books and other stuff. So, and some in the university also. Very little in the university, but mainly work, job experience, and this. Yeah, hope that answers the question. By the way, I was head trader for Mexico for market investments. I forgot to anchor this on the daily. I bet. No, it's in the 4 hour. I forgot to anchor this in the 4 hour. I'm not sure if I am the man to follow, but I'm a man to follow. Thanks, man. I appreciate that comment. What's my view of silver? Right. I think it's undervalued. We can talk about silver, Crypto Legend, when I'll just put it here on the list. You add this to crypto silver, I will do silver. Yeah, you got to do research. Again, this is a lot like trading stocks also, right? It's not like a lot of the technicals still apply the same because a lot of the candles all they show is psychological sentiment in the market. And it applies the same between, trading stocks and trading crypto. It's just people's sentiment, and you're looking for the bullishness or the bearishness. Right? And you can also look at candlestick patterns. I haven't really talked about candlestick patterns a lot lately. Usually just been focusing more on divergence. It seems that crypto, we can do a lot more with divergence than by patterns. Sometimes we do find patterns, and we talk about them when we find them, right? Like the head and shoulders, or even sometimes we do look at candlestick patterns, like 3 white soldiers, 3 black crows, and other stuff like that. Whenever we have them, we looked at them. Hammers, shooting stars, rising star, morning stars, and gravestone dojis. Whenever we find stuff, we talk about it. There's really sometimes not a lot happening in crypto. Tweezer tops, we've talked about tweezer tops also sometimes. Yeah, sure, man. When I do markets, I do silver, and I'll talk about silver. Yeah, I think it's around 27 per ounce right now, per troy ounce, which a troy ounce is different than a regular ounce, by the way, if you don't know that. If you trade silver, you buy silver, and they talk to you about an ounce, they're probably talking to you about a troy ounce on silver and gold, and they do weigh differently than a regular ounce. A troy ounce, I think it's 31 grams, and then a regular ounce is 32 grams. And I know that because I had to calculate a lot of freaking silver when I was purchasing. We can do this. Troy ounces should be 31 I gotta write it down. 31.10348. I think I might round it to 3.5 on Google, but let's do 1 troy ounce 2 grams. Yeah, I did round it right. 31.1035. It should be 348. That's the actual like large number for this. And a regular ounce, which would be here, it's 32.28, sorry, 28.34. That's it. So you're getting a little bit more. For some reason, I never converted to regular ounces. We always converted to troy ounces. And that's the unit that you convert to when you're buying silver and gold, by the way. Yeah, an ounce is 28 grams. You're right, Sean. A troy ounce is 31 grams. I got confused there for a little bit. But yeah, troy ounces weigh a little bit different. And I never convert to regular ounces usually because when you're buying silver and gold, you're always buying on troy ounces, and that's what gets paid. And you never buy 100%; you buy 95%, and then you subject it to a deduction of 50 grams per content of material. So you're basically ducking about an ounce and 1.8 ounces from the total content of whatever you're buying because you don't know if you're going to recover. You never recover 100% on a smelter. So the smelter is also going to pay you 100%. So you're kind of back to back with the smelter. It's just a whole freaking different story from when you're actually physically buying commodities. But yeah, let's do AMP, right? AMP to the dollar. Looks like Kitty Kush says, looks like the temporary bullishness has died now. No, I don't think it's dead. It's just, it was very short. Bullish divergence. We talked about that. We're going to go short-term bullish. We said that yesterday. We did go short-term bullish. Not really a lot. AMP. Here we go. Let's get on the daily. Because day, you want Bitcoin to dip to 30 again. You need to buy more, dude. Yeah. A lot of people think I think a lot of people want to see that. Nice. AMP. Here we're looking for something bullish. There's an arrow here pointing up. I think we're looking for a movement up. We didn't get it because Bitcoin went bearish and it just tagged the market with it. We know that is something that we should call out for, and we say, yo, look, this is what's happening. But if Bitcoin goes bearish, we're gonna basically go, down with it. And we do have some hidden bullish here and try to bounce with that, right? That would be from here to here, and this one we're gonna get rid of that. Don't apply anymore. Hidden bullish divergence still. And now that we are doing a retrace, what I'm going to do is just basically grab that, delete that, and get some real fibs going out here because we're just getting some short-term fibs to project moves to the upside. We're going to consider this here to be the low, so somewhere around there, and then this is going to be our top. And I just want to see where we're at with regards to this fibs. We have hit that 618 almost spot on, right? We'll zoom in. You can see that we're almost spot on hit it. Now we're bouncing up. We're finding support at the 50 right after rejecting the 382. So the fibs are good. They work. And again, I told you how I anchored, right? I anchored from like this low here to that high there. And we get valid fibs. Awesome. Ain't fibs magical? Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, I know. We usually get, action to downside towards the end of the month as options, future contracts expire, whatever. It's all good. Every end of the month is the same thing. We might get some movement to downside. It's going to be the weekend. We'll see. Right, let's do this, man. Not seeing anything here that is, bearish right now. Some bullishness.
Stream. Great TA.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Legendary. That is amazing. Thank you very much for the kind donation. I really appreciate that. That is so awesome. Thank you. Let's see. We have this bullish divergence reaction upside. We're starting to pump a little bit. High to low, low to high. There is some bearish divergence here hidden for action downside, moving down on that, right? Low to high, negative, less negative, low to high. Nothing bullish here. we have this strong bullish, and again, like I said, we might be trying to go still higher depending on whether or not Bitcoin wants to. This is not showing the 4-hour. Here we go. Whether or not Bitcoin wants to still hold on to his bullish divergence, we could still try to pump a little bit more. Neutral at 46.28. Let's go to that 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour, it looks as though I forgot to anchor on the 4. It sometimes happens. Yeah, I forget to anchor on the 4-hour chart. It's just it comes with the job, dude. Forgetting to anchor. That's how it rolls. New hats looking good. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I like the new hats. Looking at, I think we're gonna be selling some models. I want to get some other ones done somewhere else, and once we get those ones done, I'm just gonna be selling them for crypto. That's it's gonna roll. They're gonna be sold for crypto. They're gonna have a value in Bitcoin, and yeah. As because I don't want to be dealing with the chargebacks on PayPal and whatnot, but they're gonna be stitched in Mexico but shipped from the US. So I'm still figuring out the cost of shipping in the US. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Hello, smash the button. Yes, smash the like. Hit like the button sub. Join us in Discord. NFT hats, not real hats like this one, dude. It says instead of crypto. You haven't seen it? I have two. That one and this one. They're freaking awesome hats, dude. I'm gonna get different colors though. I'm getting different hats also. Like this ones are snapbacks, like regular baseball hats, right? Old school baseball hat or trucker hats. I want to get other ones, right? You can pay with Doge. Yeah, well, we'll set up different payment methods. Yeah. Lower, negative, less negative. All right. And I'm still looking at the hats models, and there's a lot of models out there, man. I'll see if I can find a site where I'm. Did I even leave that site open yesterday? I think I might have. It's probably here. I should not be looking for the hats though right now. I should keep on moving through a stream. Don't get sidetracked. No sidetrackness. Go back to streaming. It's here, by the way. Basically, I'm gonna get hats from this site. They do have a lot of hats. A lot of styles, and I gotta go through and see and pick what I like, and then just basically pick some models. I'm gonna get some, pink or red ones done for ladies if they want pink or red, and then we're gonna be getting some also that are camo, maybe some on black, some black and yellow. We'll see. They're gonna be cool. Heather, how's it going? They've been here. Hope everything's going good. Yeah, it's going good. How goes the battle? It's every here, every day, man. Every here, every day. Trying to get things to work and kick off, and we start getting more views, more people in. It's the game, right? Getting people in here, man. I should make a crypto helmet, like a football helmet. Is Bitcoin gonna break down? Frankenstein, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here.
What's up?
No, it's not breaking down right now. Still holding support at 37,000, right? That's awesome, Andrew. For the moon landing. Right, that would be awesome. Like get astronaut. I would love to have a legit astronaut helmet. I think those would be super expensive. I don't think I would be able to stream with them, but they would be really cool to just wear a full helmet, like a real helmet. Let's go to Dot. The SEC just dropped news on Cointelegraph regarding security. All right, let's do those. I'm not seeing the article, dude. I did get another one, though, that I think we should be looking at, and we'll look at that in a second. But meanwhile, let's keep on rolling this. Let's finish this, and then we can look at the Real Gamers. Dude, send me the link in the Discord. I'll check it out. Yeah. Let's get to Dot in the daily and see what's happening here. Dot, the Dotness. What is the Dotness doing? First, let's get rid of this. No longer need this. No longer need this. When we start to pump again, we could look for, targets to the upside. But right now, I'm just going to anchor from here to here. I just want to get some quick bearing, see where we're at. Hitting that 618. So it's a bit lower than I expected. There we go. Close enough. Hitting that 618. Again, getting above it. Right now, heading for the 50% retrace. Doing okay. Bearish divergence moving down. Low, lower, negative, more negative, and low to high. So we created some hidden bullish here on Dot against the RSI. Set that to the 1 hour. What am I doing? Again, not hidden. Strong bullish divergence. Action to the upside. Pumping up on that. That is fine. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. Low, lower, negative, less negative. All right. Strong bullish divergence here also. On the 4 hour. Let's get this out of the daily. Here we go. Again, action to the upside. Pumping a bit. High to low. High to low. And high to low. So there's nothing here that is bearish over this larger frame. And then here, very, very tight, like days, right? Fractions of days. Coming from a low to a high and then a high to a low, right? So strong bearish divergence against the RSI. Sorry, not against the RSI, against the MACD. With that potential fraction of downside, we might go down. Neutral at 55.92. Cody? Sure, man. Hey, so Crypto, did you see a Wyckoff pattern unfolding, possibly reaching a selling climax bearish? If you're talking about Wyckoff distribution, I think we already hit that, right? On Bitcoin. Wyckoff just lets us know that there's manipulation in the market. So, that was Cody. Well, sure, let's put it here on the list. Thanks, Royal Gamers. I'll check it in a second. Anyways, bearishness. Action downside, we should be moving down. That's okay right now. We still have that 20 support, and we're still pointing out, and we're still pointing up here. So not all hope is lost. Usually what we want to see after that bearish divergence, we should start to see point down here on the RSI. And we know we might be going down, but right now we're still going up. And really, there's no reason why we couldn't even reach this area here at that 50% retrace, around $25.84, $25.89 right now, sitting at $24.99, and still have this bearish divergence and still pull back down from that, right? So still run a little bit more. Yo, Madison, thank you for coming in here. Really appreciate the support. Good luck with them, moving tomorrow. So, thanks for joining. Coming up higher here. Yeah. Well, a lot of people saw videos regarding Wyckoff, so that's why we're seeing a lot of people talk about it. That pattern already played. Jace Matic Toshi. What is up? What song is this? The one that's playing right now? I'm not sure if you're live, but this is called Stay Blessed. We're bought at 63.60. That's it for Dot. Again, some bearish divergence, strong potential fraction to the downside. Let's go check out Cody, and then we'll do markets. Oh, you like the one on KuCoin, so let's go here. Bearish divergence, moving down, low, lower, negative, more negative, and low, lower still. So nothing bullish, pumping and recovering with the rest of crypto. Holding support at that 618. I know because they're color coded 618. So again, we're holding support. We might try to pump again and maybe head for that 50% retracer, guys. Got an itch. Neutral at 42.76. We are neutral. Yeah, let's go to the 4 hour then. Low to high, low to high, low to high from the previous high, high to low. Because low to high, right? Hidden bearish divergence for action to downside. Yeah, right. We have divergence, Captain. Right, low to high, look at that. High to low, we don't have it against the RSI, just against the MACD. Action downside, going down, hitting support where we're supposed to find it at the 618. Low to high, negative, positive, low to high, neutral, 52.58. We had some bullish divergence here, right? Like we had with a couple of other projects with that action to the upside. And we're starting to get that small pump happening. So it's looking okay for Cody. Not the end of the world, again, stagnating like a lot of the other projects. If we manage to hold that 20 and that 618, we should be looking for a rally, like I said, to that 50% at 24.67. Rejecting and getting below this area. Again, potential target here at 12.71. So we could go heroes or zeros, I guess. Neutral at 52.58. Let's go to the 1 hour. Andrew Vincent. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for... Yo, appreciate it. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sarasas, what's up? What do you think of feed token? I'm not sure. I haven't looked at feed token. We've never looked at feed token, so I have no clue if it's good or bad. I think I don't know feed token. Do you know feed token? Do you know Jack TV? Bearish divergence strong, action downside, moving down, and again stagnating, right? Still, there is a resistance that we haven't broken, right? Should be evident that this is a trend line resistance that we have not yet broken. I want to make it blue. I want to make it blue in the end, I think. Yeah, I'll make it blue now. I'll just have to change color again in a little bit. Right on, low to high, negative, more negative, right? So, hidden bullish divergence, we try to rally. We hit that resistance, rejected, hit the resistance again, rejected, but still holding support. Hit the resistance, rejected, and right now we're in that 20. Still not above there. Low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high. Neutral at 50.22. We are looking for action to the upside. Just not getting it. And it's not the strongest indicator that we have either, right? It's just hidden divergence. Breaking that blue line I drew would put us on a short-term bull trend, and that could mean that we should be aiming for this area here around 24.62 or whatever that is. So that's a move for Cody. Let's do the markets. I've never seen the way Crypto Capital Venture has his fib set up. Let me know. I'm not even sure what he's using for fibs. Let's go to markets, right? Let's go silver, gold. Rest of the non-crypto markets, right? What is happening with the AG, right? The silver. We're bearish. Move down on that. Close to 20. Sideways motion, 27.73 per troy ounce. That is it. Low to high, and low to high. There's really not a lot happening right now with silver. I like where it's at. I just don't like how it's doing, and I do believe it's highly undervalued. Gold. Bearish divergence, right? We're looking for it here. We still created to there. That just anchors to there. We're in that stagnation. We should be looking for action to downside, but gold has been climbing slowly, probably on what's happening, with the markets and geopolitical tensions, etc. Sitting at 1,893 and overbought at 73.04. With that, we should be looking for some maybe cool off on that RSI. We're a little bit high, but there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to reach 1,922 before I actually move back down again. Let's go to the Dow. The Dow up 1.67 0%. So 1.67 points. Nothing. High to low. High to low and high to low. There's nothing here. We had this bearish divergence move down. Didn't create anything bullish here. Just trying to sideways motion, I guess. That's it. S&P. We are at also 0.12. So yeah, bearish divergence moving down, hidden bullish, climbing sideways a little bit. Not really a lot going on. About to get across to MACD over the signal line. That could be bullish, and we could go up on that. Neutral at 57.16. But this is no MACD strategy entry, right? For MACD strategy entry, we need to be below the 0 line and above the 200 moving average. FTSE 100, right? Hitting bullish, sideways motion, slightly up, but sideways nonetheless. Coffee's incoming. Let's go to the Nikkei. Oh yeah, it's coffee. That is hot. So we're gonna put it here where it's not gonna burn me like the other day. So tasty. May, what is up, dude? Thanks for being here. I know you told me you were gonna be off the next 3 days, but yo, thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate that. Nikkei, we didn't have a lot, right? We did go lower, more negative, lower still, nothing here. Neutral at 48.18, trying to bounce, hitting that 20, rejecting. Nikkei, no clear indicator. Toronto, we're looking for that bearish divergence, pumping still a little bit. This is still coming from a high point to a low point here. From that point way back there, and that point would be way back there, and that's fine. Again, right? We're looking for that divergence for potential action downside. That's all we have is strong bearish. And let's do the dollar index at 90.70. What do we do, man? We had this bullish divergence. We're hitting indecision. Guess what? We dropped more. And guess what? We still have this divergence. And we still have this divergence here. So that means the dollar should be trying to pump, and we're getting that pump. We should be going for that 20 moving average. It's sitting at 90.32. And the resistance line here would be looking like this. And that's probably why we're failing to get above that area, right? Because we're hitting the resistance. Now, breaking this resistance would get the dollar to go in a short-term bull trend, which could be problem for Bitcoin, right? Because that means when the dollar goes strong, Bitcoin usually goes down. So just watch out for this. Breaking that blue line could put us on a short-term bull trend. We still need to break that 20 moving average, right? Remember what happened with Bitcoin. We broke that line, we hit the 20, we just kept on rejecting, broke back below again. So just watch out. He's trading view fib retracement, but only has 0, 618, 1618, and 2 more. That's fine. I mean, if you look at the fibs, I also have those, right? I just have a little bit more on the fibs. So I have the 0, 236, 382, 50%, 618, 7861. Right, so you want to see where your 100% is and where your 0 line is. Then, oh, for some reason they're not coming up right now. I usually have 2618, 3618, and 4618 also turned on. And you can see them in the other charts. For some reason, TradingView's a little bit weird. If I go and edit a chart or a fib that doesn't have those other ones activated, you'll remove them with the next couple ones I draw, so it's weird. But I usually have those extensions, right? And you've seen them here before. If you're a regular in the show, you know what I'm talking about. Let's do oil, West Texas. Gaining a little bit, not too bad. We had that bearish divergence, moved down on that, low to high, negative, less negative, low. So nothing bullish. What I'm seeing here is that this move now goes here. This all one positive momentum island. We didn't make negative momentum here. So what I'm going to do is go from here to here and here to here and say, yo, we're still creating bearish divergence. This is a new island that's starting. But still creating that strong bearish divergence for potential action to downside. Brent oil had also the same move. So we go there. Here we do have that negative momentum island. I'm just going to ignore it. It's just one. It's tiny. And so we're still tracking to that bearish divergence. Might put some pressure, get it to that 20 moving average, 69.73. But again, political tensions on the Middle East could certainly help the oil price go up. But that is it for usually what we look at. What else? What song is this? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. This one's called Wave. That's the actual name of it. Wave. Yeah, a lot of people like the music here. It's pretty good. By the way, I get my playlist. It's in the description. It's from Stream Beats. From Harris Heller. Or Alpha Gaming. I think they changed the name now. It's no longer Alpha Gaming. I think they changed it to Senpai Records. Or Senpai Gaming or something. It's free on Spotify. And you can also get the whole playlist. They have it on Google Drive free on the Alpha Gaming, not the Alpha Gaming, on the Stream Beats Discord. I don't have a link to it though. If you like what we do, hit the like, the sub, can also join us on the Discord, guys. Hit the likes, hit the bells, hit the subs. That's how YouTube knows that you like the content, and that's how YouTube lets people, other people, find the show. So hit them likes. Also hit the subs. What else are we gonna do? We're so close to 4,000 subs, man. They're so close yet so far. We are sitting at 3,963 people. We are 36 away, to be exact, from hitting the magical 4,000 number. So let's go back to the corn, right? What is the Bitcoin doing on the 1 hour, man? Are we still moving down? We're trying to break that neckline. That won't be good. Break that neckline again. We do have a measure move. Talked about it here, I think. Right, puts us around the 34,200 area. So, yeah, cool stuff happening, right? Cool stuff happening. Is the music loud? Someone was telling me the music is real loud. So if everyone's silent, please let me know if you think the music is loud. We could try to lower it for the stream a little bit, right? Yeah, well, someone's telling me that it was loud, so I was, wanted to check with you guys, see what you were thinking. Can I tell you why I believe we've surpassed? I don't think we've surpassed it. I can tell you what I'm seeing there. Let's go here in daily on this chart, and well, let's go to a cleaner chart. I don't have clean Bitcoin charts. I hate this. I guess we're gonna go with this one. So I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm gonna turn it into lines so you can see the Wyckoff distribution. Just gotta remember where I have it here. So Wyckoff distribution. This is what we're looking at for the Wyckoff distribution, right? This rally here. This peak somewhere here, like this rally could even be this rally, right? So we're looking at a 30K drop here. So yeah, I think this is where we started, right? So this is where it starts. We go from here to here. It's the same move from here to here, right? Then we go to this slightly higher. Go to slightly higher. Come back down slightly, right? It's a higher low than the previous low, right? Higher low than the previous low. And up a little bit more. Then we do go to that UTAD test right up here. Then we take this drop, and here's where it becomes a little bit skewed because here, this part should be this part, but it doesn't look the same, right? It is a drop. with a spike drop and then like spikes. So this could be here, and then here's becomes where it becomes messy because we don't know if this drop here with that sideways motion was this drop here, or if this drop is what's starting that new drop. Anyways, here's where it becomes a little bit messy. Maybe too many people catching on to it, and I was expecting for that drop to maybe go back to 30K. We do have a wick going down to 30K on the candles, so I'll turn this back to candles, and we do have a wick here that goes to that 30K. So we started at 30K, we ended at 30K, so that Wyckoff distribution should be done, right? Should be done. That's what I'm looking. That's the way I'm looking at it, right? So we start from a point, we end at the same point. Don't necessarily have to mean we end at the same point, but we're ending very close to that same point. So that's why Wyckoff distribution, I'm saying it's probably off. Yo, Sadat, the quickest way to get banned is by doing what you're doing. Yeah. It is at a decent level. Thank you for letting me know, guys, that the music is okay. I appreciate it. Again, guys, if you like what we do, hit a like button on sub. Be awesome. Ooh, someone sub. Thank you for the sub. Whoa, who that? Who that? Ron. Thank you very much for the sub, dude.
Thank you very much.
Right. Remy says, nice MACD cross on the Bitcoin dominance. Hard Bitcoin daily, you mean? Right. Let's go check it. This is daily. We're about to get it. Not there yet. The only thing I don't like about the cross is that we're below 200 moving average. No, this is volume. We'll switch this. So we're below the 200 moving average. That 200 moving average is 40,872. Why do I not like it when we're there? Because MACD strategy usually doesn't trigger. We need to get that cross, maybe go up a little bit more, get above that 200, maybe stagnate a little bit, get a fake cross like we did here again, right? And like cross down like we did here, right? Some of this flirting as we're going slightly higher, and then get another cross here below the zero line, but above that 200 moving average, and that would really be what we would be looking for, right? But yes. Vigs, thank you very much for being here, man. Already done. Thank you. Mike Dutch sent me. He expressed an interest in interviewing you too. Awesome. Thanks, man. I'm up for it. Thank you for letting me know. MACD cross daily. Yes, it will be very good. But not where we're at right now. Below 200 moving average, the chance might not trigger good. Yo, Vix, yeah, sure, man. You can join me on the Discord. You can, ping me, send me a message, whatever. The links will be going out right now. Let me know if you cannot join me there or something. Auctions expiration. Yeah, we already talked about that. The options expiration. Friday will be good bad for the market. It depends on how the options expiration hits us, right? Might be a little bit off. Yo, Vigs, yes, that would be awesome, dude. Let's get that sorted out, I guess. I'm not sure how we're gonna sort it out, but I think the easiest way is join me in the Discord and send me a DM. Or all gamers, send me the article. I just posted it on your Twitter. All right, let's see this. Something's happening. Ooh, tasty. Right, let's get this open here and let's go here. Right, so these are news. SEC wants to work with Congress to regulate crypto exchanges. Awesome. Again, I haven't read this article, so we're gonna basically be looking at it together. Isn't that exciting? USC Commission looking to incorporate Congress and more accepting to crypto exchanges. the new chairman of the SEC, said the commission is looking forward to working with the regulators in Congress to fill in gaps. This is where I believe they're wrong. It's okay that they want to regulate it. I believe they're wrong on the fact that they just want to do it by themselves and not include the people. And when I say the people, I'm talking about the people that know about crypto, right? Like, the Hoskins, you can even say the Ripples, the Vitalik Buterins of the space, people that know what's happening and what crypto aims to be. That's who they should be sitting with to create a commission to regulate this. Because if they don't do that, all the decisions that they're going to be making are going to be unilateral. That means that they're just basically going to crack down the law on everyone without asking for approval and without really making democracy work. Because for democracy to work, they have to propose something, and then we as the people have the right to, give our feedback and our opinions as to what they're trying to do. That's usually how democracies work. It's put up to a vote, right? A lot of stuff don't get put up to a vote. They just believe that what they're doing is on our best interest without really checking whether or not it's in our best interest or if we agree with it, right? I could give you $10 and tell you go eat at McDonald's, and that's what you're gonna eat because I'm giving you those $10, but you might, have a problem by eating that food. You might be a vegetarian, and I tell you to go eat a Big Mac because I believe it's in your best interest. That's not how it works. Government was there to regulate things, and right now, what I'm getting is that a lot of the governments seem to be imposing rules, and instead of sometimes they even overstep what their function as the government is. Not just, the US government, but a lot of governments overstep that function because they do believe that they're acting in the best interest of the people without really checking with the people whether or not that is their best interest. It's just something that happens across the world, right? Because they're in power, they make the rules. That's how it goes. Trying to get on the Discord? Yes, sure, man. Let me hit me there and we'll talk. Anyways, if you place an order in an app, all right, you want to buy stock. There's rules that protect you, and someone, you said, you get a head fee. Right, this is weird. They're trying to turn it into stocks. We are not asking them for that, right? We are not asking the government to protect us as the people with their rules on crypto. Crypto was made to protect us against the government. And now they're trying to get it to say, oh, crypto's dangerous. We want to protect you from crypto. I want to protect you from trading crypto. That's a step back. We're putting back crypto onto their power, and that's not the way this was intended to be. Crypto put a lot of power into our hands, but making us owners of the currency, and it's taking away from the central banks, and it's taking that strength from the banks that print the monies and everything. So central banks and regular banking systems, etc. And what we're doing is just blindly giving it back by allowing them to come in and regulate without our intervention and without what we believe to be right for crypto, right? So again, they say, they're trying to protect. You place an order, they're protect you against that. Yeah, we don't want that. Like the SEC is going to overstep here, and they're going to try to reach over because the SEC only has jurisdiction within the US. And what they're going to try to do with this, and this is something I also said on the BitBoy show the other day, is a lot of people think that crypto, a lot of people think that they can regulate crypto as a single government, but they still fail to see that crypto is not just a US thing. It is a global phenomenon, and they're still trying to apply local politics or just a politics from a certain jurisdiction point of view, instead of working together with world regulators and world crypto entrepreneurs to really determine what is best for crypto, right? That's the way they should be doing this. They should be doing work groups where they sit with other governments across the world, with crypto entrepreneurs, with crypto savvy people, and then between everyone come up with a regulation that could help better everything. Here it's just gonna be like, no, we're stepping in, we have the power, we are the SEC. Guess what? Everything that we do is law, even though it's not in the Constitution, and we're going to dictate how trading of assets is going to happen. We didn't ask the SEC to intervene onto crypto. They just believe they have the right to do so, right? They haven't gotten the memo. It's not the way it rolls in crypto. Anyways, as he also outlined some of the challenges regulating cryptocurrency, right? Financial terms when compared to the biggest players in the industry, we only spend about $6 budget and technology, less than probably some large firms per month. SEC will be covered in Congress to properly address crypto exchange regulation, making in market volatility related hearings of the House. Yeah, whatever, man. Market volatility. They're not going to be able to regulate that because this is worldwide. They're going to regulate exchanges within the US, but there's still going to be exchanges elsewhere in the world where a lot of volume still flows through, particularly Binance, which is the biggest exchange outside of the US. That is not regulated by the SEC, and they're probably not going to stick to what the SEC says because guess what? They no longer have US citizens trading on Binance International, right? They just have the US citizens trading on Binance US, so they're going to be able to regulate them within Binance US, but not Binance Global. So Binance Global could still say, go play somewhere else to the SEC, and the SEC is not going to have any jurisdiction over Binance Global activities. Largely has been talks with U.S. Federal Reserve. Yeah, this is rough, dude. Federal Insurance Corporation about setting up in interagency policy sprint team focused exclusively on crypto. This is not gonna work. They're onboarding this the wrong way. They're gonna be patting themselves in the back for doing something wrong. At least that's my point here. And again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. That's fine. Yeah, it's gonna. Basically, they're going to try to make it look like Forex. Vix, were you able to get into the Discord? Let me know. There's a verified bot. If you, for some reason, cannot clear with the verified bot, let me know and I'll grant you access. Invalid invite. All right, we'll fix that in a second. I do have them to expire often, so the reason they expire often is so we don't get bot attacks. We're trying to prevent bot attacks from happening. There you go. Right on, dude. Thanks for letting me know. Jorge Garanza, thank you for being here, man.
What's up?
Right, sir, Biggs. I just saw your earlier message. I missed it. Against blockchain in money class at MIT is free on YouTube. Worth a watch. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine getting trading a cure for in crypto. Yeah, that would be really, really weird, man. Yeah, if you're there, are you? Yeah, I guess you're a noob slayer. I just manually verified you, man. You're good. Yeah, just send me a DM and then we can start, working on everything. What else, guys? What else? We're about to be done here. Yeah, no worries, man. So Bitcoin, again, quick recap, right? Bullish divergence, trying to pump. We can still come lower, even to the 35, and still have this bullish divergence trigger. That wouldn't be really weird. 4-hour chart, we had bearish divergence moving down. And then we have a head and shoulderception, right? We talked about that. Complex head and shoulders. And then a inverse complex head and shoulders, and then a regular head and shoulders on the top. We're seeing a lot of indecision happening here. So again, just be careful with your positions. We're below a 20 moving average. Nothing bullish here. Last thing we have is a strong bearish, and felt to get higher than this previous high. Makes this strong bearish still play. Like I said, nothing hidden, right? Not hidden bullish or anything like that to hold us. Neutral at 47.45. We broke this line that makes us go short-term bullish, which is okay. And on the 1 hour chart, again, breaking that line, making us go short-term bullish. I'm going to extend this line. Oh, not that one. This one. And the reason I'm extending this is because it might act as support down here. However, this line here, right, we are holding it as support also, right? So there's a triangle that we're making, sort of larger. We already talked about this larger triangle pattern. But here, we're holding that support. And again, this is our trend line, I guess. Breaking to the upside, puts on a short-term bullish move. We did go short-term bullish. Now we're undoing that, right? It's okay. They're trying so hard to make things centralized. I know, because guess what? They lose power. Like Bitcoin, they lose power. They don't control the money. He controls the money, controls the people. Imagine they ask you to dance and you don't dance and they don't pay you. What are you gonna eat out of? Right? Either the goodwill of the people or, you're gonna starve. So either you play by the rules and you get money so you can be you're able to survive and purchase things, or you can do your own thing and don't get money, and then you're probably gonna be having a rough time. That's why China is such an authoritarian government. If you talk about the Chinese government, they ban you, right? Like you're blocked from working at basically any government-owned enterprise, which is anywhere in China. You cannot even you get on a blacklist for the trains, you get on a blacklist for the airplanes. So you basically left stranded within your own country that you're a citizen of, because they don't protect you because, you're talking bad about your country, so we're not going to protect you. And then you end up being basically left to be screwed. And then you're on that blacklist for a couple of years. Now imagine if they controlled your wallets with CBDCs, right? And all of a sudden, you are getting you have your you're doing something, you speak bad about the government, and the government says you freeze that guy's wallet. What are you gonna do? You're not even gonna be able to accept, you're not even gonna be able to use your money to buy anything. You're just gonna be locked out of the economy. It's so crazy, man. Right? That's just to teach you a lesson to not talk bad about the government, right? They don't care if you die out of hunger. They'll just block your money and you won't be able to do anything. Now, what happens right now when you're under investigation by any of the large, U.S. I guess we call them state agencies, right? The first thing they do is they would freeze the person's assets. Now, if everything rolls through a CBDC, that judge has to issue an order, then they have to go to the banks to freeze your assets. If it's just a CBDC and the judge issues an order, all your wallets, all the wallets associated to you are automatically frozen, right? You cannot access them anymore. That's just and then there's no fiat, right? There's no fiat out there for you to be able to buy stuff. It could become a dystopian future at some point in time. Again, I don't want to go tinfoil hat or anything like that. I'm just, explaining some of the dangers that come with CBDCs, right? Because they're centralized and they can print more, and they'll still have the power over the people. Imagine they say you can no longer buy crypto, and all trades to wallets of fiat or CBDCs to the exchange are blocked. You're not able to get into an exchange to buy crypto because it's banned, right? So it does put a lot of power, right, back onto the government's hands with the CBDC. They'll be able to know what you're spending your money on, where your dollars come from. If your neighbor, if you bet with your neighbor $100, your neighbor pays me, it pays you. It pays you with the CBDC. Guess what? It's all taxable because it's all registered. And this just becomes a nightmare. Every cent you earn, and if if that dollar that your neighbor paid you came from his, drug dealer or whatever, all of a sudden you have a dollar that comes to you, and you could be under investigation because your neighbor gave you a dollar that comes from some other party, because it's gonna be highly traceable, right? It's gonna be a nightmare. They could really go really weird on that, I guess. I'm not sure if they're gonna do it or not, but we'll see, man. Right? They're probably not in our generation, but other generations might suffer those effects. Yeah, I agree, Monty Green. They tested the reach of their powers with that, and they're noticing that they have indeed a lot of power with fear. Yeah. Ooh, we'll bring that line. Anyways, guys, it is 11:14 p.m. We've been live for about an hour and 44 minutes. Most of the streams last week were pretty short. This one's been a okay stream, I guess. We've discussed too many topics. There's stuff I gotta do. I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. I'll be here again tomorrow. Guys, thanks for watching. If you like what we do, you know what to do. Hit the like button on the sub, right? Join us on Discord. Links are going out right now. and talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, and to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. This is Set of Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. It's a pleasure being here with you guys on this awesome Thursday night. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't trade based on what you see here. We're just discussing ideas. That being said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of Set of Crypto. Until then.